Today, it's all about eyelashes and eyelash serums. And do they work? And if they do, which ones work? Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Patti, Rockstar Mom, and welcome back to my channel. As I said, today we're going to talk about eyelash serums. I've only tried two, to be honest with you, up front, and I tried a very expensive one and I tried a very inexpensive one. And we're going to see if one is better than the other. Those of you who have watch my channel for any length of time at all know that I've been through different phases of eyelash remedies because I naturally have very short, stubby eyelashes. I always have. Many years ago, it was back, had to be 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I was at a large department store looking for mascara, something that would help my eyelashes. And I went to one of the makeup counters, and there was just a little young woman working behind the counter. Of course, I was young then, too. And, you know, I told her what I was looking for, that I had these short, stubby eyelashes that I wanted to make appear longer. This was the day of Twiggy, for those of you who know who Twiggy is. So, I'm telling her my issue. And she looked at me and she said, "Girl, you have horrible eyelashes. They sure are." Listen, she didn't have to go any further. I tuned her out. I got up. I walked out. I want someone to tell me, well, they're not so bad. I mean, I knew they were bad, but I wanted her to say, they're not so bad. They're not so bad. We can make them better. They're not so bad. You know, pay me a little compliment. Just don't agree with me how horrible they are. Since that day, I have been on the hunt for a mascara that would give me the appearance of very long eyelashes. And I'm fairly certain I've tried every mascara out there. I know some of you are going to say, "Oh, Patti, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this?" Chances are, over the years, I have tried them, even up until recently. I've tried them. When you have the short, stubby eyelashes to begin with, even with those fibers in them, they're just not going to look the way you want them to look. Because remember, we're comparing ourselves with every other female out there on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on billboards, in ads in magazines. We're comparing our eyelashes and everything else for that matter with what we see, with what society has deemed our eyelashes should look like. But I've always wanted long, pretty eyelashes. And I've been watching with sort of skepticism all of the serums, the eyelash serums, and there's so many different ones out there now. And finally, back after Christmas, I decided I was going to try one and really get serious about it, because at 77 years old, I don't want those long, spidery eyelashes. That's not what I'm going for anymore. I want my lashes to have a little length, but I want them to look a little thick, a little full, but just not stubby. And let me tell you, to make matters even worse, not only do I have stubby eyelashes, my eyelashes are blonde. They are blonde. So let me tell you what I did. So I bit the bullet and I bought the Revitalash Advanced. I have to take a deep breath because this was the expensive one. Now you can buy this by itself, You can also buy a trial size, and you can buy a 3-month size. This is the 6-month size. It also came with the Revitalash Micellar Water Lash Wash, which you can see I've not used, maybe once or twice. It also came with the Revitalash Volumizing Mascara and the Volumizing Primer. This end is the primer, this end is the mascara. And the 3 pieces together were $150. These 2 were just extras. I believe this is $150 by itself. It lasts 6 months. If my math is right, that's about $25 a month. I wrote it down. I started using the Revitalash on both eyes every night on January the 11th of this year. And I have been very, very excited about it. It has worked. On my little blonde, short, stubby eyelashes, it worked. Actually, it took a couple of months before I could see a difference at all. I mean, at all. And it was almost like it was overnight when I saw the difference. And I didn't see the difference until I put on my mascara one day. And when I put my mascara on, it was like, oh my goodness, wow. I couldn't believe it. I had long, thick eyelashes. Now, I know they didn't grow overnight, but evidently they just grew enough that I really did notice it, using the same mascara I had been using. I'm going along just as happy as I can be. I mean, the better they looked, the more committed I was to use it every single night. And I knew I would probably be using this growth serum for the rest of my life. You know, I've worn, and again, those of you who have been with me, you know, I have gone through false eyelashes galore. I have shown putting them on. I've done the magnetics. I've tried to do the ones that you put underneath. I'm just not going to do that every day. The year before COVID, before we were in quarantine, I went and had eyelash extensions. And that's expensive. That is very expensive. But I did it so that I wouldn't have to worry about my eyelashes. And it was just constant upkeep. I was constantly losing them. Even though I was doing everything they said to do to keep them from falling off, they were falling off. Trust me, they were falling off. So I was going back quite often just to get fill-ins, just like we were doing with our nails, or I was doing with my nails. So this Revitalash was just perfect for me. I was watching a video about, a month ago, and I saw a different eyelash serum being reviewed, and it was very inexpensive. And I looked at it, and it had a good review. And I looked at it and I thought, well, you know what? I think I'm going to try that and just see, because it was cheaper. And I ordered it. It came from Amazon, and it is the Via Beauty Eyelash Growth Serum. And this is what it looks like. And I started using it. And let me tell you when I started using it. I started using it on April the 13th, which was exactly, today is the 25th, so that would be 2 weeks that I've been using this. Here's what I did. I continued to use the Revitalash on my right eye. On my left eye, I used the Via Beauty. Now, Via Beauty says that you can use it morning and night, and you should see results in 2 weeks. Well, you're using it twice as often as you would use the Revitalash. I've been using this and this for 2 weeks. I knew I didn't start from scratch with this one with my short, stubby eyelashes, but my thinking was that if this was not working, these lashes would start to fall out. Or as I was losing lashes, I you know, this eye wouldn't keep up with this eye. I'm going to show you me putting mascara on both eyes, and you can see what you think the difference is. The mascara that I use, and I've been using this mascara on and off for years, it's like I try everything else and then I come back to this. And it's the L'Oreal Voluminous, and it's just the original. And I pick out whichever black, there's 2 or 3 blacks, and I'm not particular. I just grab one and go as long as it says black on it. So I've been using this, and you probably saw when I was applying it, this is sort of getting gunky. It's time for me to throw this one away. It's going in my empties, but I do have another one to replace it with. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's L'Oreal, and L'Oreal soon is going to own the beauty world. Nothing will be cruelty-free anymore, I'm convinced, but that's another video. In fact, I think I've already done that video. What I didn't tell you about the Via Beauty is that it is $28.99. Okay, I have had a lot of questions myself about sizes and volume weight, and let me tell you what I Googled to try to figure this out, because it's the Revitalash says it is 0.1 ounce. And the Via Beauty says it's 3.5 mLs. I Googled it to see which was greater, and if so, how much. And from what I can tell, these are the same. They're the very same. And I think the tube looks fatter in the Via Beauty. They're pretty much the same length, the actual tube right here from up. The cap is a different size. But what I've noticed is there is some kind of a stopper in the Via Beauty that keeps you from pulling so much liquid or product out of the bottle. This tube is a little bit fatter than the Revitalash. If I'm understanding it correctly, you are getting the same amount of product in each one. I want to go back and correct something I said earlier about the Via Beauty. I believe I said that this was only good for 3 months. But if it's the same amount and you use it once a day, I've only been using this once a day. Even though the information I read on it says you can use it morning and night, twice a day. That certainly would cut down, if it's the same volume, it would cut down how long it should last. But using it once a day, if my math is correct, and I tell you, let me put it this way, if you're better in math than I am and know how to convert, would you check this and convert it and leave a comment? Please leave a comment. And what I'll do with that comment is I will pin that comment so that it will be the very first comment. So hopefully anyone who goes to make a comment under this video, you will see that comment because you will be typing in right above that one. It will remain the first one. So I want to make sure about that. All things being equal as far as volume and the results, I am very happy with the results of the Via Beauty. Very happy. If it's $28.99 for a tube of this, and it's going to last me as long as the $150 Revitalash, and it's working as well, then you know what? I'm going to be buying this one, I think. Because another monkey has been thrown in this pile of confusion. And I am very upset about it. And what do you do? What do you do? Something I noticed when I was reading about it on Amazon and reading reviews, and I read reviews on everything I purchase online. Even if I don't buy things online, I've probably already read reviews, and I just expect, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I just expect for people to be truthful in their reviews. And a couple of reviews on Amazon with the Vita Beauty said that they purchased it, it worked fine, but they received a letter from Via Beauty asking them to give a 5-star review. And if they gave the 5-star review on Amazon, they would send them either another Via Beauty Lash Growth Serum or any of the products, I think, in this line, or they could get a $20 Amazon gift card. Well, you know, you look at these products, especially on Amazon, and you see all of these 5-star reviews, and then you'll also see verified purchase, and I really look at that. Those are the reviews I really look at when I look at this. And that concerned me. That concerned me. Yesterday, when I went to the post office, guess what I had? I had the letter. Several of these said they had received this letter. And they went to the website that the letter talks about, and they posted the 5-star review. And they never received either the product or the $20 gift card. And they didn't say how long it had been. So I don't know if that's something that just takes a long time to happen. I don't know if eventually they will get it. I don't know if they've received it since they wrote the review and they just didn't come back and update it. But that really concerns me because you know I'm all about honesty. Oops, got it upside down. But this is very clear. It says a special offer for our customers. Your feedback is incredibly important to us. In addition to saying thanks, and we hope you enjoy the V-Beauty Premium Eyelash Growth Serum from Amazon, we also want to hear from you. We appreciate your business, and as a startup in our early days, we are seeking feedback. It helps us continue to build higher quality product for you. If you can fill out the survey below, it will not only help us improve our product, but also will be rewarding to you. Anyone who fills out the survey will get another, and I told you what that said, with free shipping even, and to go to this website and share your feedback to claim your free gift. Well, I've only been using this 2 weeks, and yes, I've seen a difference in 2 weeks. I say I've seen a difference. As I said, it's not any worse, and you can see for yourself, they're basically the same. This eye is basically the same as this eye. And I would have been losing, after 2 weeks, if I'd stopped using the Revitalash, I think I would have seen a big difference in my eyelash growth. But when I went to the website, I was hoping there would be a place for a comment too, and there wasn't, because I wanted to say, I don't think I've been using it long enough to give it a 5-star review. And I'm not going to give it a 5-star review because I'm not 100% sure. Even though it works, it appears to work, I'm not real sure that I want to do business with a company that is not honoring a promise that they put in writing. I'm going to have to investigate that further. And I want to say something about that too. You notice in this video that I did not give you any ingredients. I'm not trying to hype either one of them as far as this one has this one has this, because that needs to be information that you research for yourself. I think so many times here on YouTube, we see someone review a product and we don't know the backstory. We don't know always if that product was sent to them free. We don't, even though we're supposed to disclose that, many don't. We're definitely supposed to disclose when someone pays us to do a review. Many don't. So we have to do the homework ourselves to see if that's something that we might want to try for ourselves. If either one of these brands, Revitalash or Via Beauty, had sent me the product, I would have researched the ingredients and told you about them. And I would have told you that they sent me the product. If they paid me to do a review, I would do the same thing. I would make sure that I told you everything I knew about it. For sure, I would have told you that they had sent me the product. I purchased these products with my own money, and I've tried them. And I've given you my honest opinion on how they work. If I'm right in that the volume in the tubes is the same, it's obvious that the Via Beauty, if it continues to work, and I'm going to continue to use it this way, one on one side, one on the other, if it continues to work the way it's working, that would be the much better choice for me. But that's just going to take some time, and I will keep you posted on it. As we go further, I will let you know if it's still continuing to work for me. But I'm telling you, this really does concern me. This concerns me. When I realized there was no place to comment on this letter, and I was also going to leave in the comments the fact that I was, two things. Number one, I was being asked to review it really before I could even give it a good try. But also, I would have addressed the fact that people were complaining that they have not received this. But what they're doing basically is they're buying a 5-star review. They are buying it. And if they're buying it, and listen, this is giftmatterscheck.com is where you go, which I think this is probably a service that brands can use to do surveys about their products. That's probably what this is. It's not Via Beauty at all, or Via Beauty. I'm not sure how that's pronounced actually. But if they are actually sending the product to you, good for them. But I don't know, guys. It bothers me that someone would want to buy a review. I'll tell you, here, okay, let's just do it. It questions my integrity. Had I not read those reviews or the questions and answers that you see on Amazon, I wouldn't have known about this until I received this letter. When I received this letter yesterday, it was in a plain envelope. I had no idea who Ivy Liang is, which was the return address in Greenbelt, Maryland. Had no idea that was all that was on there. It was, my name was, and address was typed. I almost threw this away. I thought it was junk mail, and maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I almost threw this away, but I thought, well, I'll open it. And it was a light mail day. That's why I opened it. And when I saw what it was, I went, you know, it was sort of like my heart sunk. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to use it. But for sure, I'm not going to go on to Amazon and give it a 5-star review. Even if it blows the Revitalash out of the water. If these lashes are like these and these are like these, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to give it a 5-star review because of that one thing. It speaks to my integrity. When I talk to you about a product that I love, it has to be a product that I've tried. And I really do like it myself. I've said this so many times, not every product works for every single person. We're all different. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. But I'm telling you, I give my honest opinion on product when I show it, whether I've purchased it myself, whether it's been sent to me. And by the way, I am offered, like every other content creator here on YouTube, our mailboxes are full every day of offers to send us product. And many, many, many of us, our mailboxes are full of emails from brands wanting us to do paid videos for them, sponsored videos. Another word for that is I've partnered with them. If someone says they've partnered with a company or with a brand, they're being paid. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. I've done it. I rarely do them anymore because I am so picky. But my mailbox is full. I know many of you are probably oohing and eyeing over these earrings. Look at them. Let me see here. I'm trying to see how I can best show them to you. They are sparrows with a dangly pearl. Can you see it? I bought these from my friend Selena. Selena has the channel Vintage Bombshell. I know many of you follow Selena also, and you've probably purchased things from her, but I bought these from her, and she may still have some. I'll put a link below to her channel, and you might have to go to her website actually, and I'll put that too, and just go to contact me or the contact information, and you can send her an email from there, and she can let you know if she has any of these left, or if she can get you any. But I love them. I just love them. These are, you're probably going to see these an awful lot, an awful lot. They're very, very, very lightweight, very lightweight. I mean, I can hear them dangle a little bit, but I can't. There's really no weight to them. I want to show you the top I have on. I purchased this from TJ Maxx when I went to Little Rock for the birth of my new twin grandbabies, and oh my God, they're just perfect. They're perfect. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to visit, and I will be there over Mother's Day. I'm going to fly for the first time since all of this happened, so think about me. I have a lot of reservations about it, about flying, but I am going to fly and be there for about a week. But I love this. I think it'll be great for summertime, and when we're able to go in restaurants. We'll eat outdoors, but we're not yet quite ready to go inside a restaurant. Now don't forget, if you're good in math and you can convert, let us know if this is the same volume in both of these. If not, which is better, which is more, so that we can make an intelligent decision. I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. You know that. I say that all the time. And I also ask you to be kind. Just be kind. So many of you thank me for reminding you to be kind, but I think if we could all just do little acts of kindness, little tiny acts of kindness every single day in our own way. Kindness comes in so many forms. So if we can just be kind every single day, we can change the world. We really can. We can change the world. Know that I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.